Welcome, all my friends, to the legendary untold story where the Wonder Woman becomes an angel of the Wild West and goes into battle with the wild cowboys to save the townspeople. In the sandy, deserted lands of the Wild West, Diana, aka the Wonder Woman, is dressed up as a cowgirl and is strolling through the streets on horseback. It's really a sight to see, as the princess of Themyscira walks through the lands of the dead, and as the onlookers stare at her, she makes her way into a local bar, where she requests for some whiskey. Naturally, men are taken aback by the tough and hard women, right? That's exactly what happens here, as the cowboys are stunned by her outward personality. One of the men at the bar attempts to misbehave with her.
Certainly not pretty ones like you.
To his utmost horror, he is knocked down by Diana with one mighty blow, which shocks the observers around. His allies surround her and march forward to brawl against her, but much to their surprise, they are all defeated with the super lash of Wonder Woman. The injured man is aroused to much fury and pulls out his pistol to shoot her down. As he targets the gun at her, he is shot in the hand by someone from the stairway above. Just then, we see a man with a half-damaged skin. Legend says that he is the secret boss of the city, the unofficial ruler of the town, known to people better as Jonah Hex. Trying to be a gentleman, he apologizes to Diana for his henchman's misbehavior towards her and invites her over for a drink and a pleasant conversation. As the two of them have a conversation up on the balcony overlooking the town with regard to the law and order of the state. Meanwhile, a man tries to escape with his wife and daughter in a horse cart, but is stopped by the local cowboy vandals. The innocent man pleads them to leave them alone as they were heading for a peaceful, fresh start away from all the trouble at the town. But he is thrashed by the goons and ultimately he is killed mercilessly, and so is his wife. The men target the daughter next in order to assault her, and out of nowhere comes an angel from heaven as Wonder Woman simply flies to aid the helpless girl on her horse, bashing the goons right to left and even shooting down a couple of vandals while she rides away with the girl towards the townspeople. At the town's guard post, Wonder Woman meets Batlash, who serves as a great support to her. Eventually, Wonder Woman had gotten herself on the wrong side of Jonah Hex, and the latter decides to finish her off. He sets fire to a cart full of dynamite and sends it through their way. Batlash and Wonder Woman escape the blast. Jonah Hex does not waste any time going on the counterattack, as he sends his men on horseback to massacre the townspeople. Tide of the battle changes when Wonder Woman arrives with her magic lasso and the titanium arm braces to deflect bullets. She takes down all the goons and mocks Jonah Hex in the process. Outraged, Jonah fires a machine gun barrel towards Diana, but Diana easily deflects the bullets and even destroys the machine guy by throwing a cartwheel at it. However, the sheriff is enraged at Batlash and Wonder Woman for causing chaos during the tough time, reasoning that they do not have sufficient food supplies. Wonder Woman informs them that there were plenty of supplies in the warehouse, and she could distract the housekeepers, whilst Lash could load some of them in a wagon. Back in the town saloon, three men gang up on Jonah Hex to overthrow him from power, since he was defeated twice at the hands of this new mysterious lady, Diana, the Wonder Woman. Jonah tells them a story about his family heirloom, the ancient timepiece watch, and how he carries it now passed down from his grandfather.
And I took it through the war between the states.
At the end of its chime, they draw weapons to battle, but Jonah Hex is too quick and too skilled at this fine art. He shoots all three of them in one go. Nighttime arrives as the moonlight falls upon them. Batlash and Wonder Woman sneak into the warehouse. While Lash loads the supplies, Wonder Woman tiptoes into the room of Jonah Hex and is dismayed to see Jonah expecting her arrival. The two of them collide with each other, and Wonder Woman uses her lash to make Jonah spit the truth. As the lash untwirls him, Jonah reveals that they had hijacked the night mail train and loaded it with explosive nitrium, which would make a humongous blast and vaporize everything any minute. Wonder Woman darts away and puts down a few vandals who started chasing them. She asks Batlash to trust her and orders him to get everyone off from the barricade. She reaches the running train and pounds on the criminals who were directing it towards the townspeople. Diana sets it to full power and heads to the front of the track. Using her superior strength, she redirects the track towards the dwelling of the rogues, and the train charges towards the bloodthirsty criminal streets and explodes. Putting an end to the sadistic rule of the tyrants, the people are more than relieved. Batlash insists Wonder Woman to stay with them, and before she could accept his proposal to live with them, he is shot dead by Jonah Hex. Driven with fury, Wonder Woman pounces at him and punches him in the face, leaving him all bloodied and bruised. She then leaves the townspeople to reside on their own terms and departs on her horse, bidding farewell to them. Wonder Woman took us on one hell of a ride, but the ride is not over yet. Subscribe to our channel, click the thumbs up, and comment what you think, because now we will join forces with the Dark Knight, the Batman, on one of his many secret adventures. 1,000 miles away, on the land of Scar Terrace, Batman has become a mercenary who has been fighting the people of the Warlord, the ruler of Shambhala. Unfortunately, he is captured by the soldiers and ordered to be thrown in prison, just like all other prisoners. But Batman suggests that he would reveal the hidden castle where the evil wizard dwells, only if he is granted freedom and a bag full of gold, because if the Warlord walks into the wizard's territory unknowingly, they will be massacred immediately. Surprising his comrades, the Warlord accepts the deal from Batman, but on one condition, stating that Batman too must accompany them throughout the journey. Batman consents, and the tribe marches forward. They ride through the valleys of death, passing day and night with utmost courage. Finally, they arrive at a little forest in the middle of the desert, where they set up camp to rest. The group questions Batman on his origins and whereabouts, but he cannot recall his past or his origins. Suddenly, they hear a large number of heavy footsteps running towards them. A huge group of rhinos run directly at them, and everyone gets onto the trees apart from the Warlord, who is saved at the last moment by the Batman. There comes an ancient prehistoric dinosaur hunting after the rhinos, who kills a couple of men in the group, only to be stabbed and slashed in the gut by the Warlord. Finally, the tribe needs to cross the Death Sea to reach their destination island, and they build a raft with trees in the wood. They run into trouble once again as they are attacked by a giant sea monster. Although it destroys their raft, the clan somehow manages to swim to the shore. After reaching the hidden island, they start climbing the rocky mountain to reach the castle, yet overcoming the menace of a giant bird beast with fangs, which attacks them as they make way through the cliff. They lose a couple of their best fighters, including Mariah, to the giant bird. However, Batman, Warlord, and Machiste succeed in reaching the castle. Batman senses that something isn't right, but before he could perform any precautionary measures, Machiste marches forward, resulting in him getting caught in a galvanic current, which crumbles him down to ashes. Later, Batman finds the secret mechanism and deactivates the trapdoor. Desperate, Warlord and Batman advance forth, hence stumbling upon many deadly guerrilla attacks throughout the way. Just then, out of nowhere, a fierce beast reaches out to attack them. The two of them run for their lives, and a trapdoor appears suddenly, separating the two of them. After getting the keys to his chain from the Warlord, Batman escapes, leaving the Warlord to deal with the unruly beast himself. Batman somehow reaches a wider area where he witnesses Tara Morgan, the wife of Warlord, along with another unknown woman, who in reality is the Wonder Woman, who are in a chamber piled up with mountains of gold. Just then, a gunshot is fired close by, and standing almighty with a pistol in hand is Deimos, the malevolent and power-hungry wizard. He inquires Batman if his mission is a success, to which Batman reveals that the Warlord is dead as per his plan. He insists Deimos to grant him his riches and freedom as he had completed the task that was entrusted to him. Deimos agrees upon the context that Batman must perform one last task for him. Batman disagrees, and Deimos pulls out his trigger at him. As the bullet reaches Batman, he is rescued by Warlord, who makes a surprising appearance. Deimos is infuriated on seeing the Warlord, and making use of his magical powers, he shapeshifts into a giant cobra serpent. The warriors fight the enormous snake into no use, since the cobra is immune to all the iron weapons. Wonder Woman is set free as she regains her lasso, which he uses to blind the cobra. Upon setting eyes on a pistol, Warlord remembers his true identity as Travis Morgan, an Air Force pilot. He grabs the pistol and aims a shot at the serpent, which injures it badly and returns to its original state of the wizard. Deimos swears revenge on Warlord and disappears. Warlord thanks the heroes for the acts of bravery and pledges to go back to Scar Terrace and serve as their leader. Batman and Wonder Woman decide to figure out a way to go back, and by chance, a portal opens up for the duo. They bid goodbye to the Shambhala couple and step towards the portal. And just like always, Batman and Wonder Woman are quite the matching couple in every way as we go into another adventure story. So grab your popcorn, sit back, and relax. We go back in time a few decades ago to the Groover's Mill. Two agents, Faraday and Clark Kent, aka Superman, are investigating an attack on the mill. They meet Officer Wayne, the Batman, who aids them in investigating the matter. As Agent Kent and Wayne introduce themselves, they light up a spark, presuming they might have known each other. The three of them question the onlookers with regard to what had occurred that night. The people offer verbal statement that they witnessed a flying saucer and that it was occupied with aliens. The agents meet another witness in the room, who in reality is Wonder Woman. She states that she is a secretariat of a company, and she does not recollect the incident completely. Agent Kent keeps on hearing strange music while he is in the washroom. As he comes out, the woman and Officer Wayne predict to him that they too keep on hearing the music. As they get in contact with each other, they envision blurred images of their true heroic identity, which the three of them foresee. The trio are baffled by what they have encountered, and the people believe them to be aliens in disguise. As one man reaches out to kill them in fear, Agent Kent knocks him down in one powerful blow. The injured man transforms himself into an alien, and steadily all of the spectators turn back into their original forms of aliens, predicting that none of them were humans. The aliens attack the trio, and they discover their superior strength as they brawl against the untamed creatures. More spacecrafts crash on Earth, and numerous aliens invade the area. The three of them escape in a car, and the aliens charge behind them. They reach the old barn where the main spacecraft had collided. As they enter into the craft, they notice that things change from black and white to color. Inside, they witness an alien bound in metallic chains and restrained, who is physically different in features from the other horrendous aliens. The trio spot Agent Faraday inside, who urges Kent to shoot the Secretariat and Officer Wayne, mistaking them to be aliens. Kent strongly disapproves, quoting that the three of them might have a sync. Faraday believes that Kent, too, might have been transformed into an alien from within, and shoots him. But to their dismay, Kent is not injured, but instead the bullet fragments. Just then, they hear footsteps and swiftly hide inside the craft. A group of aliens, led by a superior charge inside, and torture the imprisoned alien. The heroes pounce at the aliens and attack them fiercely. Agent Kent's X-ray vision comes in handy to knock down the aliens, which surprises him. After all the aliens are defeated, the imprisoned alien, who is the Martian Manhunter, reveals to them their true identities and names. He also discloses that the three of the heroes were trapped in the doomed nation of Warworld, and his telepathic powers were used to save them. He added that the music that was only heard by the trio was his plan to bring them to him, in order to warn them of the threat they had set foot onto. Before he could finish, they heard a thunderous sound predicting the arrival of another menacing rival. Manhunter compels the heroes to leave the chamber as the tyrant Lobo was close. The door shatters open, and Lobo enters in a motor vehicle, shooting the three heroes unconscious. Once they regain their senses, they find them in a room where mankind is kept in acidic chambers and clones of humans who lived years ago are prepared. The heroes find their heroic costumes of Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman's cloak, and they dress it. As soon as Wonder Woman glances upon Superman's costume, she recalls her memories. She then leads the others towards the chamber. Having regained their powers and Batman's hacking skills coming in handy, he sabotages the system of Mongol, effectively breaching it. Meanwhile, Lobo drags the Martian Manhunter to his master, Mongol, who is the mastermind behind all the cunning plots and strategies. The evil strategist remarks on how Manhunter had been an obstruction to all his keys and plots, and as the latter is the last Green Martian alive, he decides to kill him off. At the very last minute, they witness the door of the chamber being burned open by Superman's infrared vision. Mongol questions Lobo why he did not kill the heroes, to which Lobo remarks that he thought he was given orders to free them. Enraged, Mongol orders his aliens to destroy the heroes. The heroes, now with their powers regained, combat with the rival aliens and defeat them. Wonder Woman throws out her lash in style whilst Batman attacks them with his batarangs. Manhunter, who is capable of shape-shifting and possesses invisibility, attacks Mongol back. The wand from Mongol's hand falls off. Mongol demands that he and Warlord cannot be destroyed as they are linked together. Manhunter reveals that the key to Warlord's conquest is established in the DNAs of both species, the white and green Martian race. He then entwines with a white alien and forms into a combined version of both species. The result forms the key in Manhunter's hand as both the genes merge together. He activates the system for Warlord's destruction, predicting that one day it would fall into worser hands than of Mongols and cause greater chaos. Amidst all this, Mongol and Lobo are battling against each other on who should conquer Warworld. Mongol defeats Lobo single-handedly and challenges Manhunter that he could do nothing. In response of Manhunter's activation, the entire place starts crumbling down. Mongol is taken into Manhunter's mind control power, ultimately weakening and destroying him. As the entire place demolishes, a portal opens up for the heroes to escape, and a woman in blue orders them to accompany her through the portal. The heroes escape, and Warworld is destroyed. The heroes reach the other side, and the woman conveys to them that a larger crisis is about to come, which is the absolute annihilation of everything, everywhere. This is a story for the ages, because the Justice League forgot who they were, what they did, and where they came from, but the one single thing they all shared was their integrity. They never forgot their true values and the true meaning, humanity. That is the message from the Justice League. Thank you for watching Second Look. Like, comment, share, and subscribe for more awesome videos. Have a nice day.